Facebook to be. So
I'll see.
it's working. You did it.
It's like halfway over. I'm like, is it working?
It's working on mine.
And Lay. Well, it's like halfway over.
And echo.
I was like, hey, we're muting here. We're muting here. We're gonna be great. So today I was shocked on how they ran today. And we'll see, it's Friday. So we'll see if, oh, I see 4 people on Facebook. Come on and say hi. So we're gonna say any wins. We're right on time today, you guys, because I'm getting this figured out. Any wins? Tara's just here on Zoom. So Tara has an awesome win, and her win is.
But I gotta start my Facebook over again.
She gets to set her Facebook up the way she wants it to.
Gotta make it business friendly.
Business friendly, yay! Was it a link you clicked on, or how did they hack you? Do you know where it came from?
It was someone in Messenger.
So you guys, note to self, like whenever people send me a link, do not ever click on links if it says look who's in this or check on this. Like I never click on a link without, like, I'll usually send a message first and I'll say, hey, did you mean to send me this link? And so there's one thing that it's taken time to learn. If somebody ever asks for your phone number, I've had that before. And
Don't give them your address,
your email. So they ask to get those and they can hack your account somehow. So if they ever ask that, then it's like, oh, why do you need my phone number? And oh, I need to talk to you. Okay, well, we'll just talk over Facebook. I'll call you through Facebook. So just some few things. If you ever get an email from somebody saying that they want 20 of this and 10 of this of paparazzi stuff, and they're going to pay you with the cashier's check, you guys, if they have cash to pay you with the cashier's check, they can buy a prepaid credit card and they can use that. So I just tell them, you can go get a prepaid credit card and you can use that. So here's some things that just so you guys don't get pulled into that. Any other wins, fun things going on? Bill, you're still answering to all your messages? He's having a blast. Any wins that you guys want to you have to share?
we got more people on
I'm still
Zoom.
answering all my questions, or all my people, and then also I'm started following back and sending messages to people we've talked to or that have been on our lives, and just asking them personally about hosting a party or checking in on them, kind of thing. And so that's actually why I was late. I was in the middle of a conversation with that. So so I'm getting, feedback there to try and just get that on that private message side, boosting. So hopefully we can boost our live audience.
Awesome. Someone else was saying something. I really like that.
I was just saying we have more people on Zoom. That's a win.
You have more. We started a little bit early. Kim just said on Facebook, she goes, my vulnerable post about anxiety brought many comments and personal messages. I think that's awesome. You guys, today is going to be a little bit shorter. And then we can go into some questions and answers, but I was shocked. I am very actually happy, but it's just how it goes. So he started with a dare. So usually Fridays are Q&A. So it's actually still going on in the other room and people just get on and ask questions, but he starts with a dare at the very first. And so what he said was, for the dare for this weekend, it's just breathe. And he said, This is your time to take a break, breathe, recharge, whatever it is. If you guys have been hitting this super hard for the last 54 days and doing everything, then go and get out in nature, or go take your family out and celebrate and just do something just for you. And so he said, recharge for the next what's today? Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then he said, come Monday, we're going to hit it super hard for the next 5 weeks. And he's like, come prepared and be recharged and ready to go. And then we're going to get going. And we've got a lot of just fun and crazy things going on this next week. So, that's what, like, I thought that was awesome. And he's like, I'm giving you permission to not do anything for the next couple days and just take it off. So again, that's up to you of what you guys want to do. Where me, I've just created habits with some stuff. So I just post things where, if you have a business page, you can schedule out some posts and put them on there for the weekend, but go and just do something for you this weekend. If you need to take a nap or whichever, but it's just recharge. So I thought that was super awesome. He said Monday, make sure to be here Monday, because he's got some awesome stuff going on Monday that is just gonna rock our worlds. So get recharged this weekend, and then it's gonna be good. So there's that's the dare for this weekend. I go live Sunday night, then go live Sunday night. If you guys have your lives, like if that's kind of your schedule, I would recommend still doing those, because these dares are outside of what your normal stuff is. So it's more of, as far as doing your DMO, doing all of these fun, different challenges. And the thing that he said was very interesting is somebody was asking a question, and he said that he will go and interview 5 to 10 people every single week that are at least 6-figure earners or higher in the industry, just so he stays ahead of the game and seeing what people are doing. And he said that it's very interesting to see that all these multi-millionaires are doing things completely different. There's not just one thing. So he said, as far as like the teaching that we get as far as scripting and stuff like that, yes, it's all very similar. If you look at stuff from 20 years ago to now, it's the same. The tactics change, but how you approach people, how you talk to people, a lot of it is the same. But he said social media, there's so many different ways to hit it. And so there's all these different dares and all these different things. And so he's giving tons of different ideas for something that's going to be your aha moment, or it's going to resonate with you, that is going to be your thing that takes off. And it's like, here, this is where I feel like I'm connecting with people the most, or I'm building. And then you just go and you do that. And so he's like, it may seem overwhelming that I'm giving all these different ideas, but in reality, this is where he talks to all these different people that are doing phenomenal on social media, and he's getting all these tips and tricks. And so hopefully you're going to have that thing that's going to be, oh, this one will work for me. So I hope that makes sense. But since that it was a shorter day, I would love to go into any questions that people have. So any questions, any things that you are struggles that you're running into, or obstacles that we could help walk through or talk about. I'm looking back and forth between, oh, here is a chat. Let me pull this one up. If something's not working, try something new. That's what Pamela said. But again, you guys, I agree, trying something new, but sometimes it may take a month for stuff to kind of work and start working. So just like the story that I told, that Trent told from EMP, sometimes we see other people that it's like, oh my gosh, they're killing it. They're doing this. And we go and plant the seed in the dirt and we put it out in the sun for 20 minutes and we expect it to be a flippin' tree growing fruit. It's not going to happen in 20 minutes. And so there is being consistent, showing up, doing this, it does work. What can I do better to sell this jewelry? Okay, so Alyssa, how I'm gonna say, okay, so I got a question from paparazzi about this, and I even like people that come up to me and ask me that it's like, here, how do I get more viewers? How do I get this? How do I do that? Where what it comes down to is by showing up, being consistent, where Facebook, social media, what is that word? Social media. They want you to be social. So a lot of these conversations in the moment, it's like, what am I doing? I'm having a million conversations and I'm just feel like I'm spinning my head around. But in reality, you are being social. You're talking to people. They're talking back. So Facebook, their algorithm, it starts over every 24 hours. So the people that you're talking to every 24 hours, you're going to pull up in there. If you go live, you're pulling up in their feed. If they're interacting with you, you're pulling up in their feed. So that's why I say it's good to be consistent going live or doing engagement posts or doing talking, responding back and forth to comments, sending them a message, talking back and forth in Messenger, because this is getting you to talk to them. So you're going to show up in their feed more. So a big thing that I talk to people about is I'll ask them, how often are you going live? Well, I'm going live, and very not all the time, but a common thing that I get from people is I go live 2 or 3 times a week. Okay, how long do you go live? 2 to 4 hours. Okay, well, what if you were to not go live 4 hours one of those days, but you still have your live set up for 4 hours worth of jewelry? So you cut it down to maybe 2 hours, and then you take those other 2 hours that you would have spent and just spend 20 minutes the other days and just fit in 10 to 20 minutes. If you can't do, because I know that some people have kids, some people have other things. If you can fit in a 10 minutes for 10 pieces in 10 minutes on a lunch thing. Or Mandy Baylor, she said that the thing that was the game changer for her that pushed her from black diamond to pink diamond is she gets up, gets her kids off to school, 9 a.m. She goes live and just does a quick flash sale and shows, I think it's like 20 pieces. And then she does the same thing at night for 10 minutes, shows a quick 10 or 20 pieces. And she does that at 9 in the morning, 9 at night. And then she has like 2 or 3 days a week that she does her longer lives. But she said just by doing those quick sells, by being consistent, by talking to people, that's what, and she does pictures, she does reels, she does all those things. But she said the thing that changed her up is by getting on, because you're hitting different people in the morning, you're hitting different people at night. And what they said this last week is a lot of people, social media, they want people to stay on their platform as long as possible. So if somebody's staying with you and engaging, Facebook's going to put you in front of them or any of the platforms because they want them to stay on here. So if that's the case and they want you to stay on this platform longer, what are they consuming? So it's looking at that. So I look at it as, okay, am I consuming or am I retaining? And a lot of people, we get on for social media for business, but other people get on to leave their reality, to leave what they're going through, to just numb out. So how are you going to be that person for them to come and watch you? And so it's, when do you kind of get on your phone? It's, hey, I wake up and I'm looking at my phone. Hey, I'm at lunch, I'm looking at my phone. Hey, I got kids to bed, or I'm just done. I got home from work, I'm exhausted, and I just need to numb out. What are those times? So that's kind of when I look, but you've got people all across the US in different time zones. So you're going to hit people at different times. Hey, I can't sleep in the middle of the night. What do? My husband's asleep next to me, or I'm sleeping next to a child. So I turn on my phone and I don't have any sound on, but I can watch somebody showing jewelry. So you're going to hit different times to different people, but it's just being consistent and showing up that you want to be the person that they come to. So that would be my thing with it. Kristen, she said that she's been having great success with morning lives. because it's like, hey, I'm getting ready in the morning and I want to listen to something and I'm just going to go through Facebook because it's an addiction. I do it when I'm bored or I feel like I'm in an awkward situation or I don't want to talk to somebody. I'm at the doctor's that I'm like, oh, I'm just going to pull up social media. You look around, you go out in public, you look around. And it was funny out in Europe, nobody had their phones out. It was so weird to me. They were talking. But here I look around at restaurants, everybody's on their phones. And I am very like, I am one that does that constantly. And so it's like, hey, how can I grab their attention? And that's why they said the other day, okay, the things that grab your attention that you consume, go and copy and do those same things, because by you doing those, you're going to attract people that think and talk and act like you. And so they're your people. And so that's why it's like here, and I'll put a timer. If I'm going to try and find like trending reels and stuff, I do like 30 minutes. I'm doing this for 30 minutes because if I don't set that timer, you guys, I get sucked in and I can be on there and it will be an hour later. And I'm like, crap, where did the time go? Because it does that. And so you find those things, I'll just do save. Okay, this was funny, or I liked this caption just to give me ideas. And then I want to attract people that are going to think it's funny and they're going to stop and watch my stuff and come follow me. Emily Brinson was live last night at midnight. And I was like, wow, this girl's amazing. Yeah, Emily, she's on all night long. It's just figure out what works for you. And so not everybody is going to be an Emily. Not everyone is going to be a Brittany. Not everyone is going to be a Kristen. But guess what, you guys? That's okay. I want you to be you. I want you to be the next Bill, the next Tara, the next Debbie, the next Charmaine. You guys, I want you to be you. I don't want you to try and be Emily. I don't want you to try and be me. I want you to take ideas that it's like, oh, I can tweak that. Oh, I like this, but do it in your style because it's going to make it so much easier and so much more. If you feel like you're doing, like, that's the thing that they talked about in a couple days ago is the thing with network marketing is it does not matter your background. It doesn't matter if you were in jail or you came from Yale, that anyone can do this business and you can be you and you can be in your skin. And so that's what I love is be you and take tips and tricks and some of these tactics, but just be you and just put your own flair on it. Because when you try to be someone else or do it just like them, it gets frustrating. It gets annoying. It's like, oh, I can't do it just like them. And then you start picking yourself apart. That I want you to be you because no one can be you and you're amazing. And that's what it's all about is you are amazing and you're here for a reason. And you are, by you showing up, you're changing someone else's life. You don't know who else needs to see that. And the messages that I've seen that even a year later, hey, this helped me because of X, Y, and Z. You're going to get those messages if you haven't already. So I think that's huge. Yes, Kristen said, when you're going live at night or during the day, make sure you use your numbers because a lot of people don't have their sound on and they have it on mute. And so it's nice to do that and they can screenshot it or they can go back and do it. But numbers are huge to have it with showing the product. Be your unique yourself is what I put on a postcard. I love that. I've been going live for 3 days for 1 hour. See, I think that's awesome. So if it works that you can go every day, but I don't want you guys to get burned out. And that's what I hear is it's like, okay, I'm going to go full force. I'm going to go for 2 hours every single day. I'm going to do this. I would rather you go starting out for 5 minutes and build it up from there and not get burned out. And that's what I told these girls on the beach that I was like, I'd rather you go for 5 minutes, show 2 pieces, but just getting in the habit. Because when you go full force, I'm going to go 5 days a week for an hour, you get burned out and you just are, I'm exhausted. Start small. So, any quick questions before we have to go for new releases? Anything? I'm looking at like 3 different chats right now. It's the best. Okay, well then, if not, I love you. Get through, do your normal life stuff, but breathe from the dares for this week, recharge. I love you guys. Can't wait to see you Monday, and happy weekend. And I'm so excited for new releases. Okay, see you guys later.